everything nightmares are made of. Back where it all began. That was a bit weird. Come out a bit weird. Back where it all began. I started my channel with the Dreams Pegasus, Nightmare Pegasus flying horse thing, which was cool, very cool. Then I watched the first episode of Dreams with the kids, and then here we are now with another Lego set. It's kind of cool. Very scary. Very scary. Let's have a squeeze, shall we? So, the Nightmare Shark Ship. I just looked it up. $239.99. I think that's what it was. And 1,300 and some pieces. 10 plus build. So not going to be hugely Technic. Probably see a little bit of Technic pieces in it, but other than that, not too bad. We've got some heroes. Susan's back. Nightmare King's back. And someone's trapped in there. Another little fun looking character as well. And yeah, he looks pretty scary. This is mine. My son picked it out for me for Christmas. He got to check out the list and pick what he wanted. All the characters that are in the box run across the top there. There are 4 full-size minifigs, a blob. Is there a blob? Z-blob. And some other crazy characters that are smaller than normal minifig size. And on the back there is an option to build it either this way as a flying ship. I guess it still uses all the pieces, just differently. Yeah? Yeah, because the wheels are there on the side. So it's either this or this with the wheels on it. Callum wants me to build it with the wheels on it, but I'm just going to kind of cruise on through the book. If it's like the Pegasus, I thought you built it with or without the wings, but the wings were actually a separate creature that attached to the back of the Pegasus. So we'll just kind of flow with the book and see what happens. Have you watched the series? Like I said, I've only watched the first episode. But it was pretty cool actually. I don't know why I haven't watched it anymore, to be perfectly honest. Sticky tabs. Let's see if I can get it to make that Lego sound this time. Ready? That was a bit aggressive. What happened to my stand? Stanley. Oh, there he is. Alright. Oh. Shiny. Can you see that? Sparkly. It's like a magpie. Shiny. Okay. 14 is the highest number I can see so far. I'm going to call it at 14. Here are some additional pieces. They're actually quite big. The wheels, or the sides of the gun, depending on what kind of position you've got the vehicle in. And the wings. The wings, they look like they're about the same size as Pegasus. So they must be the same wings, I reckon. I hate it when they glue it down. Do you hate when they glue the book shut? I'm glad that they use a cardboard case for the book. The stickers. Oh, the stickers. Yay. Woohoo! Stickers. That's kind of groovy. I like that style of artwork. It's pretty cool. Which is looks like the cartoon maybe, but it's still stylized. So, really not much in here. Little more of a stylized cartoon from the show on the side. Again, how to use our pulley apart tool. And here we get straight into it. So they go to sleep. Bam, shark. Bam, bad guy. I like the little cartoons going on. And then in we go. Building. Now, it is like Pegasus. It's broken up into sections. So, build, build, build. Oh yeah, it is an and or, not a both. So if we want the shooty gun, is that what it is, a shooting gun? We continue on through the blue pages. Does it shoot or does it just look cool? Maybe it just looks cool. Or if you want the wheels, we kind of skip on over to the green pages. Well, that's cool. I do like the freedom they've taken with the artwork in this set. Like it's pretty awesome actually. See, try that. I do enjoy that. It's very pleasing on the eyes. Alright. There are many steps, but the back does show all of the other sets that are in the Dreams range. So that's the Pegasus that I've already done. If you haven't watched that, don't. It's terrible, just to put it briefly. I mean, these videos still aren't amazing, but they're getting better, and that is bad. So we'll just stay away from that. But like, I mean, if you really want to watch it, go and watch it, but I'm not advising you do that. Yeah, none of the rest really catch my eye. I mean, the crocodile is kind of cool, and the littler sets are good. I mean, they're actually quite expensive, even though they're littler sets, but they are pretty fun to look at. But nothing else really grabs me because I am quite a character builder, so the shark feature of this one is what really draws me towards the build. If it was just a boat, I probably wouldn't be so keen on it. So like they've got the space bus there, but it's kind of boring. Like the good guy stuff's kind of boring, but the bad guy stuff's like freaking awesome. So I think if I was in a cartoon, I'd be a villain. I'm just putting it out there. Alright, I'm gonna do all the hard work and build this for you. There will be a video, of course, and I will be instantaneously back to review it for you. See you in a sec. Hey, so I finished building the Lego Dreams Nightmare Shark, part 1. I've built the option for the wheels. I thought that'd be kind of groovy to be able to push him around. There are a few things in it that I'm not overly excited about, don't really enjoy that much. The build's cool that you've got this little device on the side that you can like open its mouth up, and this one's got the little, that was not broken, the kids have been playing with it. Okay, they wound that all the way in. Little hook that you can wind out and wind in for anchoring or catching some peeps with. Tails movable, cool little jail in his middle. They put the captured kids. They're really hard to get out, so captured child. Sit it back in there. A couple of really cool things like the back of the the Nightmare King's chair. It looks like a skull. It has guns, these little things here. I can like, pew, pew. There's two more on this side. And they like turn around, so they're really like posable, so you can fire like really well. They're going to be hard to find. Then there's some things about it that I'm not too keen about. So the Nightmare King, he has this rubber, like hard rubber cape, and it doesn't allow him to stand or sit in his chair. So it's slightly, I'm not going to say longer, but it's about the same length as him. So when you try and stud him in, it's too wide and doesn't fit in the chair. And if you try and sit him down and like bend it back a bit, again, he doesn't fit very well. So that I'm a bit disappointed. If they had maybe made his cape out of material instead of the rubbery piece that they have made it out of, then I reckon he would sit in there and you'd actually be able to stud him into his seat. Other things, these little guys are too short to really go in the crow's nests. So I've had to put some little one stud pieces underneath them to make them tall enough to be able to hold their weapon and be in the crow's nest. This Susan? She needs two studs. It needs two studs to be able to fit at all because of the wings. It doesn't actually fit in the crow's nest. Like obviously she would fit elsewhere on the set, but I think they're supposed to be in there for the bad guys. They're looking out. Other than that though, like it. This big eye is separate to the build in this build option. I am going to pull it apart and build it option 2, so these won't be here. I don't really like them. I know they're supposed to be like, they're spewing purple goo everywhere. But when I first put them on, I had to try and work out, is this shooting goo or are they missiles being shot at the ship? It's a little bit tricky. I'd like it if there was somewhere for this to go. Like I know it's like an additional part to the set, but if there was somewhere like on the Pegasus, the winged creature that you took off the Pegasus actually studded down to the saddle and helped create the seat for the Nightmare King. If this studded somewhere that added to the build, I think that would level the build up a little bit more, if that makes sense. It's cool though, but it doesn't really stand either. So it's got the little tooth pieces for its feet, but they don't, its eyeball's too heavy and it just falls over. Then we've got our good guys, which look pretty awesome. I've watched 11 episodes of the 13 episodes, I think, of season 1, and I still don't know any of their names. I'm really bad with names. But that is her in her imagined outfit that she builds herself in. I've got a little Z-blob here, little Z-blob. He's pretty cool. And he chills out on the end of this like rubbery thing. Kids have definitely been playing with this, so that he doesn't get lost, I'm assuming. Sorry, it's been a couple of days since I finished the build and the kids have been very much enjoying having a fiddle. Set. Should have had a bit more of a play with it myself before I jumped in to do the video. But I mean, it looks cool. It comes open in here. You can see that's it anyway. Here, it's designed to open. How well you can see it. It's got the little hourglass there with the sand, which I now know after watching the show that is the dream sand that you use to create your dream stuff. And when it runs out, you can't do that anymore. So that's cool. And then there's the bunny, which is her bunny that they've captured in there. I have got the bunny set, which I probably won't do a video or a boxing for, but I will build it shortly, so that'll be good fun. And then in under here is some treasure as well. Oh, and a gun, which should be up here. Little treasure chest with some gold in it. Gold. There. I do like that this opens up and you can play with it. Just studs back on in and clips in there. Like so, voila. I really enjoyed building these mechanisms. I thought they were pretty groovy to build. And this little anchor. Hoping that the second option build makes a bit more sense and is maybe a bit more playable. So these just kind of get in the way, spinning around there like that. So I'm going to pull it apart and do that in a moment. This section of the build, like this option of the build, sorry, I am only going to give a 5 out of 10. I think there's more to it that I dislike than I do like, but I still think it looks wicked. All right, I'll be back in a moment to review the second part, or second option of this build. So I'll be right back. Take 2. So I finished building the second option of the build. Took me about half an hour to pull it apart and rebuild the option pieces. And I think this build makes so much more sense. Like, so much more. Without the crow's nests on here and with the little wings as sails, which look really good. The little bad guys, little minions, fit here on the little guns, so that makes sense. I've had to take the Nightmare King's cape off so that he can fit as the captain of his ship. These little like motors, zoom, spin, out comes the gooey nightmare exhaust fumes. And then you've got the little exhaust there, jet powers, and like sails through the air, little captive in there, num num num. The little eye sits in the middle there, which is so much better. Everything is one piece. You don't have multiple pieces that you've got to try and play with and like knock all over, because this wouldn't stand up. It's got the little feet on the back. Bonus, Nightmare King can use it as a table. Sits, see? Ta-ta. Always has a table everywhere he goes. Just sits in there nicely, like magic. Close these over the top, hold it in. This option of the build I'm going to give a 7 out of 10, just because it does make so much more sense. Like, so much more. It flows better, it looks better, and it's so much more functional like this. First one is cool because it's got wheels and you can push it around and all those fun stuff. But yeah, I just think this one's better. Again, I wish that Nightmare King's cape was made out of something different. Stands there pretty well. So that he does fit in his little chair. But other than that, no, I think it looks really good. And I can't wait to pop it somewhere. I don't know where,
because I'm out of space. But somewhere next to my Pegasus flying horse, which is the first video I ever did, which is also part of the Lego Dreams word escapes me series, and I think they look really good side by side there. All right, thanks for watching and happy building.